What up, world? It's Machiavelli the Don, back with another reaction, y'all, on Ray J. Talks about celebrities allegedly paying off victims. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe bell. Yeah, y'all, another hot one again about Ray J, because they tried to jump the homie. This is a hot one, y'all. You know, they tried to jump the homie. Stay tuned.
About what celebs are doing behind the scenes.
I'm hearing about artists paying victims to keep their name out of it.
You know people who have been approached by women, men, whatever, who have said, give me money and I won't talk?
Here's the other way around that, Harvey. I'll give you money, please don't talk.
You are a well-connected guy. Do you know that what you've just described, is that going on now?
Yes. They want to talk to me. They want to talk to me about what happened to them. They call me. They feel like they can trust me.
Wait a minute. Calling you for what? Calling you for what?
Because they want to tell me about certain things that happened with them and Diddy.
Ray, I want to make sure I understand this. Are these high-profile people calling you because they've had some affiliation with Diddy that they don't want to come out, and they think you might be the vessel for it coming out? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I don't even know why I just said it, but I said it, so what? Now they gotta be mad. Come get.
Were they specific about what they did with Diddy?
I don't want to say. I think I said too much.
Well, he said a lot. He said a lot.
It is possible he said too much.
So we should also tell you that in this documentary, we also spoke with Tony Busby, who is the Houston lawyer who has more than 120 of these civil cases. And he said to us some really important things. Number one, he said there are celebrities, there are politicians and business people, all of whom they are reaching out to, and from the way it sounds, they have already sent some of them demand letters saying, pay up or we're going to file a lawsuit against you. And then he said in this documentary, which I think is really ominous, even if you didn't do anything untoward at a freak-off, if you're a celebrity who was there, or anybody who was there, and you saw something going on where somebody was passed out and somebody was having sex with that person, and you didn't do anything, Tony Busby believes that those people are civilly liable, and he's going to go after them as well.
Right, and clearly the approach here is
Yeah, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. For Ray J. Speaking on the info, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, y'all, for Ray J. Talking about Diddy. No Diddy. It's no Diddy, y'all. No Diddy. You already know. But yeah, y'all.
he knows exactly what Ray J just said, that these celebrities are desperate to not be attached to it publicly in any way, so you send a demand letter and probably get an answer that you like.
I think that's the key to the whole thing, right? It's not necessarily that you did anything wrong. It's the fact that as soon as you are associated with Diddy in these parties, you're going to be tarred with that sort of, forever, right? People are going to associate you with the kind of person who attended these parties. And at least as it stands now, that's a really negative thing.
Now, what's interesting is that Ray J has been very public about saying he did not attend.
Oh, he's very clear in this documentary. He said never has he attended a freak-off.
This is Sheila Zolnar from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is the least surprising news I've ever heard. Essentially, Ray J is saying that people are paying up because they don't want to be canceled. And that's the least surprising news ever. But I'll say this. it could work out in the favor of these victims. Notoriously, victims of sexual crimes are humiliated, and they continue to be humiliated through the court process. And I can understand them taking the money because they can save themselves the further humiliation. On the flip side, thanks for the offer, thanks for identifying that I have a claim, and they could use that in their favor for negotiating purposes. So not surprising at all, they pay.
The only thing I would disagree with you on is, thanks for acknowledging I have a claim. A lot of these people are paying not because they think they've done something wrong. It's that it is radioactive right now to be associated, and they don't want, like you said earlier, they just don't want that association. And I even asked Tony Busby about that, and I said, look, I mean, this feels like a game. Pay me or else I'm going to name you. And he said, hey,
that is the game.
He said, that's a fair point, and it is the way the system works.
Please tell me he didn't say, hate the game, not the player.
He kind of did. In so many words, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah. Well, we should remind you that the documentary is streaming right now on Tubi for free. So you can check that out, The Downfall of Diddy, Inside the Freak Offs.
Okay, we are going to move on.
Yes, to Tom Brady and his parenting. We actually, since Tom is retired, really retired this time, we've seen him spending a lot of time with his kids when he's not calling games for Fox. But his parenting skills came up while he was at a forum for Fortune magazine. And someone was asking him, and maybe the full context here is, how do you, when you have so much, how do you motivate your kids? How do you motivate your kids to actually get out and do things in the world? And this is what Tom had to say, a bit of an admission about his failing.
Very introspective.
All the parents in the room know that being a parent is probably the hardest job all of us have. And we screw up a lot, and I've screwed up a lot as a parent. So I don't want to seem like I'm some expert in parenting, because I'm certainly not that. Whatever our kids choose, as we know, to do whatever they want to do in life, we got to support. And again, the blessing my parents gave me was when I was that long shot as a kid who was a backup quarterback on a freshman team, they never said, man, don't do that. That's probably my parenting style. I have a son who's 6'5" and wants to play basketball.
Taller than you.
Yeah, he's a little taller than me. And he goes to school here in New York. He's 17, and unfortunately, he jumps as high as I do. But I tell him, dude, you're going to be a stud.
I just want to say something that I just listened to him there.
Right.
In his element, I mean, because people have been criticizing
the way he calls
but
games.
he is so personable and natural in the way he's talking there.
Right.
If that could translate to what he does,
I'm sure it will.
It will.
That was the point.
But that
He's gotta
was
get comfortable being in the booth.
That was really something. Just listening to Tom Brady kind of unleashed.
That
there.
was refreshing, and I don't know. I'm wondering how you feel about what he said, though. What he says to his son, who he's admitting doesn't have the greatest physical skill on the basketball court, but that he's still encouraging him.
I have a.
Yeah. That was a good one, you know what I'm saying? About Tom Brady as well. That good news, but yeah, y'all, but tell me what y'all feel about Tom Brady. Tell me what y'all feel about Ray J talking about how celebrities paying off, the victims, you feel me? So hey, that's all I got to plead on this one, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, shout out to Tom Brady, shout out to my homie Ray J, but that's it, y'all. Y'all know my motto: be safe, stay dangerous, and stay blessed. It's Machiavelli.